This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
A chat with the new chief in Monterey City. Check out Lisa Sugart's interview next. Happy Friday, friends, and thank you so much for watching us in HD on Service Electric Cablevision Channel 513 and in SD on Channel 13. I'm Ken Kara, reminding you to stream us on your Apple TV and Google Chromecast with the free Samsung Productions app. Headlines from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker get us started this evening. No students were hurt in an accident involving a small school bus carrying Hazleton Area School District students and a pickup truck. It happened this morning at Peace and 21st Streets. Superintendent Brian Uplinger tells us that it was a Chivarella bus and that no students were injured. Monterey City Police say that a reported threat received by the Monterey Area School District was unfounded. Police Chief Kenza Popskyy says an elementary school student reportedly threatened another student while on a school bus. Police determined the threat was unfounded and that there was no danger. And Monterey City's new police chief is a familiar face in local law enforcement. Lisa Sugart sat down with the borough's new top cop to talk about his new job.
I am very pleased to welcome to our studios a very familiar face here at SSPTV News, a longtime member of the Hazleton Police Department. He was known as First Lieutenant Kenza Popskyy at the Hazleton PD, now the Chief of Police for Monterey City. Chief Popskyy, congratulations on your new promotion and your new job.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here.
Now, we know you for a long time. I mean, in the days of the Special Operations Group, SOG training, back to the days of Ed Harry when he was the chief. You've been on the Hazleton Police Force for how long?
Just shy of 25 years.
Wow. So I know you've come across so many things in the city of Hazleton. Now you're the chief in Monterey City. So how's it been adjusting to this new position?
Oh, it's been good. I really enjoyed it. The transition was pretty much non-existent. I finished up my last shift in Hazleton on a Tuesday at 4 o'clock. I hopped in my car from the police department, went down to Monterey City, and I started my work there. So pretty much I didn't skip a beat from being a police officer from one department to the other.
It's in your blood, we know that, for all the years that we've dealt with you. Now, people might say, how does it compare? You know, you've been in the city of Hazleton for so many years, Monterey City, a smaller community. Same problems, just a smaller population?
Sure. I mean, that's exactly what it is. You know, if you look at any area in Northeast Pennsylvania, you're looking at issues of no revenue, you're looking at drugs, you're looking at crime, little financial opportunity for people to better themselves, and, you know, that's the same exact situation that we have, you know, 15 miles south of Hazleton.
Now, once you took over, the press releases started coming to us, which we're grateful to see. You're really, you know, making your name known right off the bat, and you're trying to be proactive and crack down on crime.
Sure. I mean, you know, the Monterey City Police Department has always been dealing with that and doing what needs to be done. The problem was they really didn't have the resources or the time to actually let the public know what they were doing because they were so short-staffed. You know, since we've come up to a full complement now where we have, you know, a staff that provides 24-hour coverage, we have 4 full-time officers, we have 8 part-time, and now we're able to put a structure in place where now we actually do have the luxury and the time of getting that information out.
So tell us, I guess, about your goals for this police department. What have you already started to implement, and what are you hoping to implement?
Ultimately, the goal is to provide a safer community, and doing that very simply by trying to get the upgrades to make the police department as efficient as it can be. Well, one of the things that the Borough Council and the administration there has worked on with me is we're upgrading our reporting system. So this way the officers can spend less time to do reports. They'll be more beneficial to us and can help us down the road to look for information that was already entered into the system, and also, you know, process our information regarding arrests and things like that. Also the community outreach concept. One of the things that's perfect for Monterey City, since it's such a densely populated area, is the concept of an officer out on the beat, walking around, meeting with people, and that's what we're going to be doing.
And I guess you have to work closely, like you did in Hazleton as well, with the council and the mayor in Monterey City. So how's that going?
Oh, it's going fantastic. I really couldn't ask for a better group of individuals. Everybody's on board, you know, from the mayor to the borough council to the borough manager and the other officers. We're all on the same team here, putting the department and essentially the borough in a positive direction.
I know you told me you're looking to get, new equipment and different things, like gradually as you can afford it to do these things. And one thing too, I said, is there any kind of a tip line in effect, and you're hoping to do something like that?
Yes, that's part of what we're looking to do in the future. Right now, we have basically an answering machine that goes into the police chief's office that somebody could call with some information or report tips anonymously. That might not be comfortable for some people to actually just call in and leave their voice. So what we're going to do is look for a different way or an efficient way to implement a way that people could report anonymously.
All right. Well, sounds good. Congratulations. I definitely can speak from experience of dealing with you over the years at the Hazleton Police Department. They really got a good choice as the Chief of Police in Monterey City. We wish you the best, and we want you to come back often to give us tips, advice, and keep us updated on what's happening in your community.
Great. Thank you very much. I'll be pleased to be back.
All righty. Chief Kenza Popskyy from the Monterey City Police Department.
Thank you, Lisa. And in other news, a McAdoo Church is asking God to bless law enforcement. McAdoo police charged 3 people with theft for an incident that occurred during Mass Wednesday night at St. Mary's Ukrainian Catholic Church. The trio allegedly entered the church during Divine Liturgy and stole candles along with cleaning products and pet supplies collected for donations. The investigation led police to the condemned home of 48-year-old Anthony Powell on East Adams Street. Powell, along with 27-year-old Brandy Laura of Barnesville and 35-year-old David Benitez of McAdoo are facing charges. A post on the church's Facebook page asked God to bless the McAdoo Police Department for their quick response and success in apprehending the suspects. Harmon Guy Stadium is getting new artificial turf. However, the decision was not without controversy. The move comes at a time when the Hazleton Area School District is conducting a feasibility study to find space for its growing population. Board member Mary Kay suggested waiting until the study is complete. The turf was installed in 2005 and had an 8-year warranty. The board voted 6-2 Wednesday night to replace the turf, which could cost up to $534,000. The Greater Hazleton Unit's 40th Annual American Cancer Society Telethon takes place tomorrow from 11 a.m. until 11 p.m.
And we're going to have a day with tricky trays, bake sale, and all kinds of entertainment. And there'll be survivors being interviewed every hour on the hour. And it's just a fascinating thing for the board. And you get to a point that you feel at the end of the evening that you could float. It's a wonderful feeling.
And this year's telethon is in a new location, the WYLN TV studios on West 10th Street in Hazleton. You can watch it live on Service Electric Cablevision Channel 7. Call 570-459-1212 to donate. If you collect baseball cards or any other sports cards or any cards for that matter, the Laurel Mall is the place to be this weekend. The mall will host its annual sports card show today, tomorrow, and Sunday. Check out the many vendors featuring an array of sports memorabilia, and go to SSPTV.com and watch Out of Left Field Season 4, Episode 3. There's a segment in there all about cards, and the Laurel Mall show is featured. It's the final weekend in the 2018 Winter Olympics. The U.S. is currently in 4th place with 21 medals, 8 gold, 7 silver, and 6 bronze. Norway leads with 13 gold and 37 overall. Tonight, it's the debut of alpine skiing in the mixed team event and men's snowboard big air category. To watch all of our SSP TV programming, remember to pick up the TV Weekly insert found in Sunday's standard speaker, and don't forget to clip the money-saving coupons as well. Coming up in sports, Ron Marchetti has short shots, and Dave Sieben and I will talk about Saquon Barkley and the NFL Combine. And up next, 2 cats that love. See if they're a fit for your home in our Adopt Me segment. This is SSP TV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
It's a pleasure to have back in our studios Mary Malone, the president of the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce, always talking about the good things that are happening in our area, including the downtown. And we're going to discuss today what you called the ripple effect that is impacting our area. So tell our viewers what this is all about.
Well, you know what, Lisa, when we were talking a little bit earlier, I said we saw an uptick at the very end of 2017 of businesses starting out coming to the Chamber for membership. And I really do think it's the ripple effect. We have a new seated city council members. We've had advancement in the second half of 2017 on some buildings right along here on Broad Street. And so that activity spurs other things. So Lackawanna College moving and expanding its services, and that ripple effect then reaches out and smaller businesses and getting people to the downtown area and seeing what it's all about. And even at the Chamber with some partnerships with, we work every month, a small business development center out of Wilkes University comes down and offers some free business planning services to folks who might have questions and things like that and need assistance.
What's the reaction you get from the people on the street in that? Because, you know, we have so much activity with the Downtown Hazleton Alliance for Progress. As you said, you know, new people in City Hall right now. So things, you know, seems to be on fire. That there's a lot of projects going on, a lot of ideas being circulated. And are you seeing, we see the First Fridays going on, more people getting involved with those. So do you think there is a strong resurgence coming to the downtown? Do you see it firsthand?
You know what, I do. I would say that if I use the last quarter of 2017, we saw a lot of new faces, people for the first time who maybe hadn't been to a First Friday before coming. I think, and they're always surprised. I think sometimes when you're here, when you hang your hat and turn your light on every day and sit down at your desk, you don't see it, but they're surprised, and that's the reaction I hear. And then when they hear about whether it's the Arts Center or, like I said, Lackawanna moving downtown, or some of the expanded classes at Luzerne County Community College, they're amazed and very excited about it and willing to come back and some of, again, the new ideas and things like that.
All right. Well, thank you so much for the update. We know firsthand, being down here every day, that we see all the activity and the things that are going on, but a lot of times we do take it for granted. So we hope everyone will come out and experience what is happening here, and hopefully there's only more good things to come in the year ahead.
Absolutely, Lisa. Upward and onward.
Thanks. Mary Malone from the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
Rain today, rain tomorrow, rain forever. Let's just go to Adopt Me. Let's check out the forecast now from the National Weather Service. Tonight, some patchy drizzle with a chance of light rain, 30% chance of precipitation. It will be cloudy. We'll have a low of 38 degrees. Saturday, 70% chance of precipitation. Rain is likely. High of 48 degrees. Rain on Saturday night, 100% chance we will have a low of 40 degrees. On Sunday, we're up to 54 degrees. Expect some rain. And then on Sunday night, partly cloudy, low of 37. Monday is mostly sunny with a high near 49 at night, mostly clear, low of 29. Tuesday, sunny with a high of 50 degrees. Tuesday night, mostly clear, low of 33 degrees. Green screen before Adopt Me, your midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers. Pick 2, 1, 0, pick 3, 9, 8, 9, pick 4, more 9s, and 1, 8, pick 5, 6, 4, 2, 2, 1. The wild number today is 5. All right, here's Chris at the Hazleton Animal Shelter.
Hello again. Here I have with me Yvette. Yvette is an approximately 4-year-old female cat who, like all of our animals, is spayed, current on her shots, including her rabies and distemper shot, and has also been tested for feline leukemia and FIV and has come up negative for both. Yvette is a very sweet and friendly cat and loves to be held. Her favorite place to be is in people's arms or in a bed. As you can see, Yvette is a little bit large. This is because she prefers to be in your arms or in a bed rather than running around chasing mice. Although a little bit shy at first, she really bonds strongly with anybody who pays her some attention, and we think because of her laid-back, easygoing nature, she'd be good with previous pet owners or even first-timers. This week, let's have a look at another one of our cats. And here I have with me Bethany. Bethany, like all of our animals, is already spayed, current on her vaccines, including rabies and distemper. She's also been tested for feline leukemia and FIV, and of course has come up negative for both. Bethany is a domestic medium hair, which means she'll need a moderate amount of brushing. We would recommend her for somebody who's had a long or medium-haired cat in the past. Bethany is very sweet and affectionate and seems to do equally well with people and other cats. We think she'd fit in nicely in a household where there's already cats there. Bethany also happens to have a seafood allergy. We would ask that anybody who adopts her refrain from feeding her any kind of fish, shellfish, or anything of that nature. Bethany seems to do best with chicken. Also, as you can see, Bethany is very sweet and affectionate and loves to be held. That's it for this week's pets. If anybody at home is interested in adopting Yvette, Bethany here, or any of the other animals we have up for adoption, please come on down to the Hazelton Animal Shelter here at 101 North Poplar Street.
Time now for sports on SSPTV News.
The NFL Combine is from February 27th to March 5th, and Penn State's Saquon Barkley is making sure he's ready to put on a show. Here's a bonus clip from Dave Day with Standard Speaker sports editor Dave Seaman. Saquon Barkley, Dave, recently he's getting ready for the NFL Combine, and he worked with Tom Shaw, and he said in an interview that instead of going to spring break, him and his teammates a number of times, they would go to Florida and work with Shaw, work on their games, while a bunch of draft-eligible college players were down in Florida at the ESPN Wide World of Sports complex at Walt Disney World Resort to train ahead of the Combine. Saquon Barkley was one of them, and here's what he had to say.
Your natural athletic ability only could do so much. When it comes to combines, technique, and it's the little things, and the form technique while you're running a 40 or a form while you're doing a shuttle, where to place your hands on bench, this and that, just little stuff is really different in with combine and game training.
Yeah, David, don't usually think about what goes on at the Combine. You know, I'm not a huge NFL guy, it just kind of happens. But I guess even for a player like Saquon Barkley, it's a measuring stick and could go a long way.
Oh, there's no doubt. I mean, they're gonna measure all his measurables. Is how far he could jump, how far he can spit. I don't know. They test everything, and if you're a junkie in an NFL. You watch that from morning to night, every day on the NFL Network. Give a plug for them. But it's nonstop football, and you want to see how your player is going to be drafted. But I'm still, guess, an old school guy. I like to see how Saquon Barkley reacts, like in a game against Iowa, where he kept getting the ball and 90-degree temperatures, and how does his body absorb the hit, or how does he bounce back after a tough game? And you saw that time and again, if you're a Penn State fan, that he was able to, when things didn't go his way, he was able to keep his head about him. He was a perfect teammate for a lot of guys, and that's why I said he was a role model for the face of the resurgence of the Penn State program, because he knew how to handle himself, win or lose. He was always accessible. He was always honest, and that's going to go a long way too to tell where he's drafted.
And Dave, I'm not an NFL junkie, but I'll tell you what, if I'm going to watch the NFL Network and I'm going to watch one person, it would be Saquon Barkley going through the Combine, because he is just a beast when he's doing workouts. You can watch Barkley and the other running backs in the NFL Combine on March 2nd on the NFL Network. Saquon Barkley Day in Pennsylvania, by the way, is March 14th. One quick score on the SSPTV Standard Speaker scoreboard. Williams Valley beat Shenandoah Valley in the District 11 AA Girls Basketball Tournament. Madeline Bordner hit the game-winning shot as time was running out. Williams Valley will now take on number 1 seed Monoy area. Here's Ron Marchetti right now with Short Shots.
It's a 3F day, the only one of this year. Final Friday in February. Hi, everybody. This is Short Shots, and happy birthday to a very good friend, Pete Kasatsky. This is playoff season, when every game is an elimination game. Losers go home, winners advance. 21-1 Hazelton meets 12-10 Delaware Valley tomorrow afternoon at 2:30 p.m. in Scanlon Gymnasium at King's College. Also tomorrow, Williamsport clashes with Scranton. The two winners will then play next Saturday night at the Mohegan Sun Arena for the 6A District 2 title. Meanwhile, the Lady Cougars of Hazelton area will entertain the Lady Millionaires of Williamsport. Gabriel's Gals are 13-9 and the Lady Billies 6-16. MMI doesn't play until next Friday, March 2nd, against Susquehanna for the District 2 Class A title. Flanagan's Fearnuts have lost their last 10 and 14 out of their last 16. The Preppers were 4-2 before their 6'8" sophomore center got hurt. Philip Byrell did play MMI's last game in a losing effort by 3 points, 40-37. He had 18. 6-16 MMI will play at the arena next Friday at 2 p.m. What else Joseph's Jammers placed its Big Four on the Wyoming Valley Conference Division I All-Conference First Team. Josh Samick was named MVP, and Jeff Planulis and Joey Grula are also first team, while Demir Faison made second team. Incidentally, I watched Jeff's older brother, Bobby Planulis, who is a former outstanding Cougar player for Mount St. Mary's last night, in an easy win over Robert Morris. Bobby P. is a freshman starting with 3 seniors for the Mount, who are 17-13. He played well, 10 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. His college future looks very promising. Judy Mikowski of Crestwood is WVC MVP, and Maddie Morocco of the Lady Cougars was selected for the All-Conference First Team. She led Hazen area in scoring while hitting 59 three-pointers this season. In the 26-year basketball history at Hazen area, this past season was the Cougars' second-best all-time regular season, 21-1. In 1993, the new school's initial season, the Cougars were 23-1 at the end of the regular season. They finished at 29-2 after losing the state title game. And let's not forget about Marian Catholic High School's Danny Burlitz, a junior, who won the 500 and 200 freestyles during the Schuylkill League Swimming Championships in Langen Middle School at Pottsville, while setting a meet, pull, and area record. Good luck to the Hazen area girls tonight in Berwick and the Cougar boys tomorrow in Wilkes-Barre. Till then, be a good sport. Till Monday, be a good sport. And of course, stay loose.
Good evening, everyone. Here's today's Talk of the Town. There's still time to head to the Tamaqua Public Library for their book sale, with the sale being that books are only 10 cents. For more information, you can call the number on your screen. And a reminder to everyone that this weekend is the 2-day fundraiser to support Amanda and Grayson Capus. The first event is tomorrow at Bunkers in Hazleton from 3 to 8 p.m. Then on Sunday, you can head to the other side in Freeland from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. For more information on the event, you can contact Rosalind at the number or email on your screen. And that's today's Talk of the Town. SSPTV News would like to send our sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Eileen A. DeBalco of Calairs. Funeral is Monday at 11 a.m. at the Damiano Funeral Home in McAdoo. Friends may call Sunday from 5 to 8 p.m. at the funeral home. John Porcari of Calairs. Mass is Tuesday at 11 a.m. at Church of All Saints in McAdoo. Friends may call Tuesday from 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. at the Damiano Funeral Home in McAdoo. Ruth Evans Rouse of McAdoo. Services will be private under the Damiano Funeral Home in McAdoo. And Roberta A. Saiva of West Hazleton. The Butler Chapel of the Crofton Hughes Funeral Home will announce the arrangements. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name now on SSPTV News, you can call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Today's winner is Stacy Nat of Drums. Call now and leave a message at 570-455-7267 extension 104 for your free movie.
Big weekend for the American Cancer Society. Make sure you call in or stop by WYLN Studios to help them out as they raise money for cancer patients in our area. We'll be back on Monday, more fun, but remember, if you missed anything from this week, SSPTV.com and also Facebook.com/SSPTV News for breaking news. I'll see you next week. Take it easy, everyone.
Watch us online anytime at SSPTV.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.